Episode the third. We are 3 times as better as number 1. I think that's how it works. Pretty sure that's how it works. Anyway, we are on, like I said, episode 3 of Tomb of Annihilation. This episode tentatively titled "In the Jungle You Must Wait," because I like using movie quotes for my episode titles. We are sadly down a player again today. You can't see him on the screen because he doesn't have a camera anyway. But our wonderful bard of bardiness, he doesn't have something for him yet. He will not be joining us today. He has some family obligations to take care of, but that is okay. We will continue on. We will fight the good fight within the jungles without him. So before we do my short recap, let's do some introductions. Let's start on the top left side. Mr. Spin Kick. Introduce yourself. Who are you playing as this wonderful night?
Who, me?
Yeah,
I'm playing as Turris Arrow 6, as you speak all over me. I'm apparently the hunter that does all the survival stuff. It's what I do. And it sucks because I will not have bardic inspiration to fix my stuff tonight, I guess. And that's going to be fun.
Yeah, it sucks for you, doesn't it?
Also, in keeping with the theme, CM Punk. Because wrestling shirts.
You and all of your effing wrestling shirts. God damn you. Another person I know that loves a lot of sports. I don't know if she loves wrestling. But Courtney, who are you playing as tonight? Tell us a little bit about yourself and your character.
Okay. Well, I'm Courtney Elias. And I playing a Goliath cleric by the name of Negan. And he doesn't talk very well.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do language good. But when he does, it's always either amusing or annoying as shit. Or not really annoying, more like disappointing as shit. There you go.
Is it ever insightful, though?
Yes.
Question mark?
No question mark. Period. Yes.
Alright, continuing going on my little clockworks on the screen here. Adriana, our other ranger, go ahead and introduce yourself to these wonderful people.
I am Adriana King, Catcher 747, also playing Tolka, the ranger, and she is not very smart. However, she is very resourceful and got us a Triceratops.
She did indeed get us a Triceratops. Partly because I did some of the roles and I just happened to roll pretty badly for the NPCs the night that you weren't here. And you guys now have a pack mule in the form of a Triceratops. I'm excited for that. Now that you're back, we can actually try to incorporate it. The fact that you have one. And rounding out our party, Mr. Claude Bernhardt himself. Who are you playing as this wonderful evening?
Yes, hi. In real life, I am Claude. I'm a bartender. Here, I am Steven, a bird wizard. And I'm looking forward to the shenanigans that are very, very highly likely to occur.
I'm looking forward to the shenanigans as well, because I feel like everyone here, with maybe the exception of Mike, made joke characters. And it's joke characters in a very serious module. I think it's going to be entertaining as hell.
It's the penalty to myself for being the first-time player, I guess.
It is. It is indeed. All right, so last time we played, the intrepid party of adventurers had finally set off into the jungles of Portney and Zaro, or out of Portney and Zaro into the jungles of Cholt. This is after one of our ranger friends, Tolka, decided it would be great if we had a Triceratops to travel with us. And she, I wouldn't say she stole it. She, tactically acquired it. She reacquiesced it? Whatever fucking word that is. I'm like mixing like 3 words.
Acquired?
No, a different version of that.
Acquiesced.
That word.
Acquiesced.
I was like mixing that, but adding like re in front of it for some reason.
Acquiesced.
So, yeah, she got her Triceratops. In the jungles, our cleric decided it would be a great idea if she got knocked unconscious. Not once, twice.
It was a he.
That's right. You're playing as a he.
It's gonna take him a while.
It will.
I do try to remind him.
It will. I'll get there. All right, I promise you.
He has to deal with two of my female characters as it is.
I do.
So throwing a monkey wrench in it and making a male character is really throwing him off.
You are not wrong.
Noted. So next time I will also make a male character.
I hate.
Yes!
I hate all of you.
I'm Brittany, bitch.
I've never gone female, so I think, we know what the next campaign is.
I mean, I have once played the Tomb of Horrors module, which this is based on, and one of the traps, because first edition is fucked when it comes to their traps, I was pushed actually into a misty veil, and when I came back out of it, my character was transformed into a woman. The party decided to push me through a second time, and instead of I did come back out as a man, but all of my armor and equipment, like I came out butt ass naked because everything was teleported off of me when I went through the mist a second time.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, so I briefly, for about 5 minutes, played a female character.
Fair.
Alright, so, if I remember correctly, we actually finished off that evening. So it's like, it is a brand new day of travel. And I'm going to test out my wonderful new macros that I've already tested out a lot anyway. And I'm doing 2 separate macros for you guys to travel. Last week I was having Mike actually make the rolls to see if you guys get lost. But I don't want you to know if you guys get lost until it's too late.
Dope.
So I'm going to be making those rolls. Got a nice little macro at the bottom of my thing that if I do it right, it should roll it as a GM roll so only I see it. And all you guys got to do is tell me where you guys want to go the next day. And I'm assuming we're still following the river path, correct? So if all goes well, let me actually move OBS onto the dungeon map so you guys, or the world map so people see it. If all goes well, you guys are hoping to follow the river down to this little hex right down here, to like the southwest of it, I'm assuming? Yes, no? Are you guys looking at the map?
That's correct. Still going there.
Yeah.
Camp Righteous, bro.
That's right, you guys are heading towards Righteous. Alright. So if you guys don't get lost, you will indeed still be heading in that direction. Cool. So, bam. Alright, and let's check the weather. And I got the macro for the weather working. So today's weather is a low mist hangs over the air. You guys can only see about 150 feet in front of you. Which technically on the roll would have given you disadvantage, but you still rolled high enough. I'll give you that one for today. Let you know that you guys are okay. And we are still in the jungles. So let's see if I got this next roll to come through correctly. It's like I'm like really excited that I got these macros to work properly. Or they should have worked properly. This one just didn't fucking do it. Cool. Where's my Tomb of Annihilation random encounters? Because I know what encounter to give you. Or not to give you. I don't know. I know, this is so fun, isn't it? Watching me do all these rolls. Roll 3d20. Let's see if you get any rolls. Any encounters.
Took their lives out of my hand.
I did. I took all of your lives away from you.
Jerk.
I am a jerk.
You've been sick. I'll be nice.
No, you won't.
I won't.
Goddamn right I won't.
I don't expect any of you to be nice, and I don't want you to be nice. I want you to hate me as much as I hate all of you.
That makes me want to be nice just to spite you.
Guys, I'm like half my hand, like my appendixes aren't where they're supposed to be, and my wilderness, like my encounters, like didn't want to happen. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that'd be
I thought we were still talking about your health. Okay.
No, we're not talking about my health. All right, cool. Because I switched topics quickly. All right, so what's everyone's passive perceptions? Just so I know.
Mine's 14.
Mine is 12.
Oh, so you can see all the things, can't you, with that 12?
Oh, yeah. Like a piranha coming at my jugular.
I need
13.
13, and I'm going to assume Sid's is not that high either. 12. Cool. All right. All right, so
We're in a forest, right?
right now. You are along a river,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, you are technically in like a jungle forest setting. So you would have.
So I have that. Sorry, my son's making weird noises.
I mean, I. Blah blah blah. Wisdom checks. Nah, you don't need. That's not going to help you guys.
Makes two of us.
Cool. Let me move you here. Bam.
It just doesn't slow our. It doesn't slow our stuff.
That's good to know. I think. Yeah. So. Yeah.
And when we forage, we get twice as much stuff.
So. Yeah, none of you have a high enough passive perception to notice this until it's possibly too late. You guys, it's the day itself goes by pretty uneventful. It's just when you guys get to the evening is when something possibly happens. While you guys are setting up your camps for the night, getting ready to rest and what have you, you notice a few. Let me see how many. 1d4. You notice 4 humanoid, but also bird-like creatures above you, just flying around the open sky. They don't. You can tell they're looking at you, but they're not making any movements towards you. They're just kind of like circling around. They're probably about 100 feet in the air.
I go off.
So,
Buddies or something?
they're not the same shape as Sid, like, or not even the same size. Like, they're a lot. I think they're actually considered bigger. What size creatures are they? Nope. These ones, I know you're probably getting like really excited seeing them. Other than the whistling, are you trying to get their attention, like try to get them to come to you or whatnot?
Not really specifically. I think it's more so just kind of like a reaction of excitement to see
Alright.
like humanoid bird things.
Yeah, these look. Let me do this. Is there a handout for them? There it is. There's the handout. There's what they look like in the air to you. And it has the name. I didn't really wish it didn't, but whatever.
Oh.
But you see 4 of them like circling in the air above you guys.
I ready my bow. Not like in a like dangerous way, but just getting it ready.
All right. Is anyone doing anything else?
Yeah, no, I'm also prepping my bow just in case.
Do I notice that? I mean, I would obviously kind of like notice them, like getting their bows ready.
Yeah, you would notice that they're stringing their bows or pulling like an arrow out of their quiver.
So it's being pointed. It's been pointed out to us that those are there, right?
Yeah, like you
Okay.
all.
I put my hand out to them and let's see what they have to say.
Are they carrying weapons? Like they're carrying spears, like the one in the picture?
They do. Yes, they do all have spears. roll me an intelligence, since you asked that.
Right. Not bad for a -1.
I mean, it's kind of you feel like it would probably be common sense that anything traveling in these jungles would probably have a weapon on them.
Fair.
At this point, I'm calling out, "Hello!"
All right. One of them, like, slowly hovers down. Still probably about 30, 40 feet away from you. And he, like, calls to the party. He's like, how do I want to roleplay their voices? He's like, "You're in jungle.
Irish.
You're in a bad place. Why are you out here?"
We're trying to find out what's going on here. We heard rumors of undead things.
Well, you want undead? They're everywhere here in Chult. And he's just
That's
pointing.
why we're here.
He points around as, "You'll find some that way. You'll find that way. That way. There might be some below you."
What my friend here means is we're trying to figure out why they're all around here. What causes them to keep coming back?
You're glory seekers.
Not so much for the glory, more to fix this. We were sent out on a
Magic
job.
weapons.
Snort at that comment.
Wait, what did you say, Tolka?
I snort at that comment.
At what, adventure seekers?
Yeah, Glory Seekers.
Okay. Cool. And it's like, so you look for a place of great evil. Great evil.
I mean, yes. Would you happen to know any places like that?
Perhaps. We might. Why should we let you know? What can you do that others have not?
Well, with any luck, stop the evil, but without that, you guys would just be fighting more undead all the time.
Luck does not get you very far in jungles.
Why have luck when we have skill?
Confident
I
you
also
are.
snort at that.
You snorted a lot of things.
Also, you're a bird with wings. I'm a bird without wings.
Yes, I see that. Interesting.
Very, very different. Very different.
What gods must have hated you for not giving you wings.
I chuckle. Quite like that. Quite like that.
Can you give me wings? Can you help me find wings?
Ooh. Perhaps we might. Roll me. Ooh. I don't think I want you. You know, roll me persuasion, just to see what happens.
Is that the Claude?
Yes, because he's the one that asked about the wings.
Gotcha.
I'm looking for the character's name. There we go. The bird creature looks at you as, "Poor Mosef, I can't. However, Lady Ashara might. The teacher knows all."
Where is she?
And this will be, if it's not already on your map, it's about to be. You guys are about to. Oh, where's it at? Where's Kirsabal? So there's a spot that I'm supposed to have on the map to open up for you, but I do not see it on my wonderful. Oh, it's because it's over there, isn't it? Yep. All right. So they point, and I'll just put a little marker on it on the map once I roll it. It's like, you come to Kirsabal, home of all Aarakocra. You prove worth. Teacher might help you. And I'll do draw shape. And he points on he'll like come close and like ask you guys like whoever has a map, and say it's like in this. I just drew it on the western side, no, not western, eastern side of the map. This little green square.
Just south of Ataz.
Yep, south of Ataz Muhaha. And yes, that is how it's pronounced.
God bless.
There's a place called Kirsabal that the creatures such as himself live, and someone there might be able to help you get wings.
I want wings. I want wings.
You guys now have a quest to put in your quest log. How does that feel?
Feels like a side quest.
Feels pretty good.
To have a side quest? I bet it does. Yeah, he points. He's like, and if you didn't hear, the Aarakocran called himself Mosef. I'll put that in the chat. Boom.
Call himself most.
And can you also put maybe her name and the name of the place?
Right. The place is called Kirsabal, and her name is Lady Ashara. There you go. She is also known as the Teacher. Yeah, and
thank you for the information. Is there a special way to get in?
You must climb Kirsabal tall mountain. Keeps normal people away.
We're not normal people.
You don't have wings. You're normal.
Ouch.
By the way, do any of you speak either, obviously, Aarakocran, or it's called Auran, A-U-R-A-N? I doubt it, but I figured I'd ask.
Nope.
Negative for me.
Cool, because if one of you would have talked to them in that language, their voice pattern would have changed dramatically, and it would have been hilarious.
So they would have been Irish.
I actually do speak Auran.
You do?
Yes.
Oh.
He's a bird. Of course he does.
So the bird creature will actually talk to you in Arn. He'll try it and just to see if you did. And he's like, and like, to everyone else it sounds like bird squawks or whatever, but to Sid it sounds like it is a very dangerous journey getting up Kirsabal. A lot of thin, narrow passageways and tall cliffs that you have to climb. It is not for the
Are there any shortcuts or any roundabouts?
Sadly, there is not. It has been used as a defense mechanism for those who wish to, that might wish harm upon our people. And he looks at the rest of you and goes, Trials, make sure you get up.
We will.
Yeah, I like doing that because they talk two separate, like, vernaculars. And with that, they give you one small piece of warning as well. They go, further south you go, more undead.
Is this an Auran or is this everyone?
To everyone.
Okay.
He's just letting you know that like the further south you go, the more undead you will find. Though you guys have been unlucky and found a lot of undead already.
Yeah.
And with that, they will. Unless any of you have questions for them, they will wish you happy huntings and fly off into the night.
Safe travels, bird friends.
And he looks at you and like says it in ours, like, "You well, fellow bird. We shall hopefully see you again." Tolk, if you tried to say something, I think you were muted. I thought I saw your mouth moving. No? Okay. Alright.
It was moving, but my dog stepped on my toe.
Alright. I forgot your character's name. Turris, are you hunting for food? Foraging?
Of course, we're hunting for food.
Roll me that survival check then.
Roll your survival.
If I was going to say if Tolka was assisting, you would have advantage, but that doesn't seem to help you. Yeah, that's... Oof. Bad times, friends. Bad times. Unless someone else has a way to hunt outside of... Can tell me how they'd be able to hunt. You guys are going to have to use another ration.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, nothing. I just said we couldn't see anything past the mist.
It's fair. Nope. So yeah, if you guys don't have it, that's mark another ration down. I think that's what you guys have used, like 5 of them already.
No.
4.
Some of us are at 4. Some of us are at 3.
Yeah. And I think everyone has 10 except for, Mr. Sid, who has like 30. He's the only one that's okay. Alright, let me roll weather for the next day. Bloop. Rainy. A sheet of rain falls over the lands. It actually does not affect you guys really that much. It's just normal ass rain. You were gonna say...
Can we make what's his name put out the rain catcher so we can collect water?
Yes, he can. He will put out so you don't have to use your spell slot.
Yes.
Yes, that can happen. So you have all of your spells today. Alright. There for now. And let's see if you guys have any encounters today. Let's see. I really wish my tables for the encounters worked properly, because this would make things a lot easier than trying to scroll. Oh, there, this time it did work. Cool. Last time it didn't. Cool. Alright. None of you have high enough passive perception. Alright, so this is, like I said, it's a nice rainy, I say nice rainy day, because in Chult, you're in a jungle, it's going to be raining almost every day. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, out of the 100 things on the, like, weather, I think, like, 55 of them, like, the weight of them is some sort of rain. Cool. That is another boring-ass encounter. But we're going to do it anyway. Are you guys still traveling by foot, or you guys aren't using the canoe at all, right? Nope.
The canoe is on the Triceratops.
On the Triceratops. Are you naming your Triceratops, by the way?
Give me 1 second. My son's talking to me. 1 second.
No problem.
The Triceratops named Sun. That's good to know.
That is good to know. Nope, do that one instead.
Boy.
Sorry. Yes, it will be called Boy.
It will be called Boy.
B-O-I.
You know what? I'm okay with it being called Boy.
Boy.
Alright. So, I know if anyone's watching on the stream and can see what I've rolled, I know it says one thing, but I'm going to do a different one because I don't want to give you guys another boring encounter that won't result in any chance of XP.
You mean like the piranha chewing off our cleric's neck?
Oh no, that one was entertaining enough for me at least. I can't speak for the rest of you.
know what y'all are talking about. I had fun.
I'm sad I missed it.
You should be. It was great.
I say, yeah, as
Okay.
you
No.
should.
Actually, that is
Sid
pretty
got
awesome.
a fish dinner.
We got fish sticks. What are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah, we did. Cause I kept the like 2 or 3 that stayed out of the water, and I killed them and we cooked them that night.
So, while you guys are traveling through the jungle, the river, like as you guys are traveling south, the river is on your right, so like to the west of you. I want everyone to make me a perception check. Is that one? Yeah, hold on.
19.
Cool, 19, 14, 14, 13. All right. I mean, it's a pretty easy check to make, so. You all start to hear some buzzing sounds out south of you.
Oh.
And it's not like it's. I want to say it the with your 19 there, Turis, the buzzing sounds a lot louder than what you would expect. Any sort of buzz, like it's louder than what you would expect it to be. As in terms like what normal buzzing you would hear. You guys are in the jungle, so it's fine.
If you tell me undead bees, I swear to God.
They're not. If there were undead bees in this game, I will be very excited. But I have not seen them yet.
Swear to God.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
Dead bees.
Dead bees.
Fuck.
I'm almost done getting the map ready. You guys just gotta bear with me as I try to explain things as well as tell you what's going on. Where are they at? There they are. Cool. Yeah, you hear a lot of buzzing coming from the south and south, like, I'll say south and southwest of you. The part of the jungle that you're in, the river, it's very thin, and like shallow waters. Probably if like you were on your canoe, you'd probably have to like bring it up to the edge and just walk along. Just, that's how like small it is right now. And finally, outside of like, out of peripheral vision, Taurus, you're the first one to see it. You see what looks to be a mixture of like a mosquito and a bat. It is not pleasant to look at. And you see that there's not just one or two of them, but there's 6 of them. And they're probably about a foot, 1 by 1 feet. Maybe like when their wings are fully expanded, maybe like 2 feet out wide. Are you going to point them out to the other players? To everyone else, like, guys, what the fuck?
Guys, you might want to take a look at the big flying sturges ahead of us.
Well, you wouldn't know that they're sturges. Like, I don't think.
No.
But that's what you see out in the distance, flying towards you quite angrily. That's not the map I'm putting you on. That one is. As I need you all to roll me some initiative.
I hope they can give us wings.
Make sure you click on your character first, and then roll the initiative. I have you guys all on the right side of the map.
And if we can't click our characters,
It's not letting you click again.
Nope.
Jesus, what in the actual fuck?
I can click mine.
So everyone else can click. Oh, so you're the only one that can? Well, here, I'll do this. Hold on. It might also help if I delete the old turn orders. There we go. Give me a second. Toka and Turris, just drag your characters out onto the map. Maybe it'll let you control it then, or should.
Yep.
Cool. Let me put you over there. Boom. Now, and then click your character and roll the initiative, please.
16.
Cool. Do you guys like this nice little map that I paid for? Like, look how nice this looks. Instead of using, the imagination one.
Yeah, this is actually really nice. I like it.
I mean, we were fighting in the ocean. I mean,
I have like 7 of these maps ready to go.
nice.
Let me roll initiative for all of these sturges. All right. From descending order.
Fuck that one in particular.
Fuck 2 of them, right? Because 2 of them are going first. Oh wow, you guys rolled. Okay, never mind. I was like, my thing rolled down to the bottom by mistake. All right. So I need to see what their movement speed is. 40. Cool. So some of these sturges are going first. I don't know if I zoom out a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. 60, 70 feet. Jesus. Yeah. This one's going to fly 20. Oh, no, this will work better. 30, 40 feet that way. Also, can you guys see the nice little arrow when I drag the character around on the screen right now? Like, do you see the little yellow arrow from one of my characters or no?
No.
All right. If you guys want to know how far you can move without having to switch back and forth between the arrow and the ruler, if you click and drag your character and hit the space bar, it will make that out for you, or it should, so you can see how far you can move. Keyword is it should, and it works wonders because you can do it. You can hit that space bar, and you can make it so every time you hit the space bar, it puts a little stop point, so you can move them around in squares and shit like that. It's entertaining. But who's that? Turris? It is your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm seeing this guy 40 feet in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and... Well, no, actually, hold on. Because I already forgot. I have spells finally.
You are at level 2. You have spells.
Yay. So he's getting a hunter's mark.
Alright.
Level 1.
Okay. So...
Choose a creature you see within range, and you essentially put the big red target over top of his head.
Okay. It's on this one?
40 feet, yes sir, that's him.
Okay. I don't have... There we go. We're going to put the little net on him saying that he's hunter's marked.
Until the spell ends, you deal an additional 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, or you have advantage on any wisdom or perception
I
or
see it
wisdom
all.
survival.
You're
Yes.
good. Cool.
Alright, with that being said, here comes the bow shot.
Stand by 1.
Ooh.
Do we have all our party members?
I guess I should put Xeris in there, shouldn't I? Why is he so small?
Was that him?
Yeah.
The mini bard.
Here, I'll roll initiative for him.
He's a gnome bard.
I don't like how he has the little tiebreaker on there. It annoys me. Cool. Sick. Your 8. You shoot an arrow and it flies high right over top of the sturge. Sid, it's your turn.
All right, I'm sorry. I would like to know how much is each one of these squares?
5 feet.
How many feet?
5.
5 feet. Okay, so in a sensible space, in like a sensible area between us and the Sturgis where it looks like I should be able to create it. How do I do the arrow thingy or
It's if you wanted to move your character. If you click your character, sorry, like you can click and hold on your character, and like when you drag them, if you hit like the space bar after you've moved them some, it should drop a little yellow arrow to let you know how far you're attempting to move him.
Okay, so do you see right where my
Yes.
arrow? Okay, yeah, I've got it up. Okay, so like right somewhere in from like here, maybe like here, 1, 2. Let me see, a 20-foot radius, like right here, just to kind of obscure us. I've also learned some new tricks in our time out in these jungles, and coalescing the forces of the rains and the storms out here. I would like to suck a fog.
Alright, can you drop that spell card for me so I can see it?
Absolutely.
Fog cloud. So, if there's a certain spot you want to drop it on, if you just click and hold it, it'll make that little circle, so I know like what square you're wanting to drop it on.
Okay. Let's say like maybe like here, I guess.
Wait, sorry, do that again. I got sidetracked with someone messaging. Right there. All right, so
like right in here. Well, no, as long as it doesn't like actually like in maybe like here even.
all right.
Just I
So
want it
it-
to be between.
So it's all right. Let me see if I have an aura that I can drop. So just so I have it, because that usually works out pretty well.
I guess I should have asked this first. Is it a windy day?
It is. It is not windy. It's just rainy.
Okay.
I need. There we go. Let's use you. I want to drag. If this thing will let me, that's a premium asset, so I cannot use that. I had something for this in my other campaign of Tomb, and it's bugging me because I made like a little. There we go. We'll use that. I know it's a fire one, but I'm going to use that as the initial thing for your spells right now. Let me add an aura to it, so it's 20-foot radius. Boom, and then. So you wanted it right there? You said.
Can I see how it would look with a 20?
It's not letting you see the aura. I'm sorry about that.
No.
Let me see if I can make the aura visible to the rest of you.
Thank you.
Here, let's do it this way. There you go. It should have just popped up as controlled by you. Do you see the aura now?
Yes.
There you go. See.
Yep. I'd like it more like that, so I'm outside of it.
All right, you can do that.
So right there. Yep.
That works just fine. So let me see what that does, so I actually know. Blah, 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 heavy obscured. Alright, so it's pretty much can't see shit. Got it.
And as my bonus action, I'm gonna say hightail it, and I'm gonna start moving myself. Let's see.
You guys
I
are.
don't know why it doesn't
I'll say.
like that direction.
Oh, you want to move off the map?
Yes.
Interesting. All right.
Hightail it.
Joy.
All right. The Sturge. Where's he?
Did
At?
you hear me?
No, I did not.
I said I growl at it as he runs away, as he runs past me.
All right. This one's going to use its dash action to get right there. So it uses all of its movement. Actually, let me put it back where it was, so I can. It's going to try to go around the fog. Boom. So it's going to get there instead. All right. Tolka, your turn.
I put my bow away and everything after that? That's been a while, right?
I mean, once the encounter starts, I'm going to assume you guys have, or even when you guys are traveling to the jungle, I'm going to assume you guys have your weapons like at the ready. Like, I'm not going to make you use an action to draw your weapon.
Okay, so I have my hand axe and my dagger in my hand
Mm-hmm.
because that's how I roll.
All right. And what are you going to do with that?
I'll go ahead and run over to him. Let me grab this real quick. Okay, I'm gonna go over here, right in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna slash in the face with my offhand, so that's my dagger,
All right.
and chop him on top of the head with my main hand. Which is
Jesus. Well, 2 nat ones.
awesome.
Sadly, you do not do so. Ceres has Vicious Mockery, right? So before he decides if he wants to run away with Sid or not, he's going to use Vicious Mockery on the one that you just tried to slash at. He goes, I can't think of anything vicious to say to it, so I'm not going to. But he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw. He rolled a 12. He did 4 damage. Like, as Zeris mocks this thing, it kind of explodes in a bloody pulp, showering you with a little bit of blood there, Tolka. As it just pops. It's like a loud like.
I kind of like just look dumbfounded around me, like what the hell just happened?
And yeah, that happened. I need to see like how far off the map technically he is. You are technically 15 feet off the map there, Sid. Just so I know if you decide to come back or not. But he's going to walk off to the edge, at least, and ask all of you, like, are we staying or are we going? Before he decides whether or not to run. Negan, it's your turn.
I'm gonna run up right there to that
So,
one.
if you're going to do that, I need you to roll me a perception check, because where that, you were just entered into a cloud of fog, it obscures all of your vision.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I'm trying to get it to show so all of you can see the aura, but it's not letting me.
Okay.
I know, it's a pain.
It's a 14.
I think for now I will allow it, but your attack is going to be at disadvantage. Alright?
Okay.
That's just because you're in a very dense fog. It's hard to see. That's what the fog cloud is meant to do. It's like you can't see shit.
All right.
I'm gonna see if this will emit the light to everyone. 20-foot radius. Who drew that?
You drew that.
The square? That square?
Yeah.
We're gonna pretend you drew that.
No, that was me.
Oh. Okay.
I
You
say
can tell by the color.
it is not me. Oh yeah.
The ground is me.
Yeah, it's more or less where the cloud is. It's more like there.
Oh, I thought you said 20 feet. Oh,
20-foot radius.
right.
But I have it on there.
20. Yeah, whatever. Close enough.
Anything within that, pretty much, you're in the fog cloud. Just, it's a circle, not a square. So, like, towards the corners, you can still see. But yeah, if you want to make your attack, go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry. I apologize for confusion. Ooh. Even if you didn't have disadvantage, you would have missed horribly. Yeah, you swing at this. You swing at this thing, like you see, like its outline in the fog, and you take your hammer, and what you thought was Sturge was more like more fog.
Okay.
And it is all the Sturgis' turns.
That's funny.
I got like 5 of them in a row. This one is going to try to fly outside of the fog. And circle around to there. Ooh. This one isn't in the fog at all.
One question: do they have to roll a perception check to get out of the fog without going the wrong way?
You know what? I will do that. Let me roll that. And if I roll wrong, I'll have him go in an opposite direction. He rolled a 9, so it was that one. He was like, what, up here, I think?
Something like that.
Yeah, he'll fly over in this direction instead. I get very confused. This one. Bloop. Just gonna go to there.
Can you have one run into Negan?
One of them's going to try to attack Negan because it's right next to him. He's going to roll with disadvantage. So 7. This thing like tries like lunge at you with its mosquito like fangs.
Proboscis. It's got a proboscis.
I don't care what it's called. It tries to lunge at you and it misses horribly. That one 15. He's able to see through the cloud enough to see you. He's going to try to attack you for a 21 to hit. I think that hits you, doesn't it? Yeah, I see you shaking your head. So you take 7 points of piercing damage as this thing sucks out some of your blood.
No.
And as you can see, it is like it stings onto you, and it just stays there. Like it continues trying to suck off of you.
That makes hitting it easier.
Like I said, this thing's about like a foot tall, so it's like a giant like mosquito bat like on you right now.
So a normal sized mosquito on them.
Yes. Have fun with that. It does so after. Cool. Turris, it's your turn. Are you heeding your bird friend's warning and running, or are you staying?
Hold on a second. Why? Since it did damage.
Yes. You can indeed use your reaction to hit it with some lightning.
Wrath of the Storm.
Yes, you can.
So, it has to make a dex saving throw.
21.
I think that'll do it.
That will do it. So it takes half damage, I believe.
Is it half?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay. So it's gonna take 2d8 lightning. So it'll take 5 lightning damage.
So this thing, it starts sucking your blood. You see it getting like bloated as it's sucking your blood out of you. And then lightning strikes down from above, and it like reeks back in pain and kind of spits your blood back onto you. Sadly, not back into you.
Yeah.
And then just falls over in a crisp and is dead.
I killed it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah! Alright.
Since that's your reaction, now Turris, I'll ask you that question. Are you heeding your bird friend's warning and running, or are you staying and fighting?
Well, we don't actually see him die, right?
You guys saw you guys all saw lightning strike down from above into the fog.
God. Yes.
So
In order to talk to these guys, I have to use a bonus action, right?
wait, to try to talk to them?
You have to like yell at them.
Oh, like to your friends?
Correct.
I mean, if it's something small, it's just a free action.
Okay.
If you're trying to hold a conversation, that's a different story.
Nah, no conversations here. Guys, we're taking these things down easily. Don't run. and I proceed to head into the fog to try and help her.
All right, roll a perception check to try to see in the fog.
Please don't kill our friend.
6.
If you keep running in a straight line, you can get into the fog no problem. You just cannot see anything that you can attack in there. I mean, I'm moving you in there because you said you were doing it.
That's correct.
I mean, there's no one in your immediate vicinity to attack anyway, so you're okay.
I mean,
yeah. Okay. I'm thinking melee range.
okay, I was about to say, yeah. If I can't attack anybody with a ranged attack, sure.
Yes, that fog. You can't really see shit right now. If you try, I'll let you, since you're both in the fog and he's kind of close. You can try to hit the one next to what's his name?
Negan?
Yeah, that guy. It's just what happens. I have to remember 3 of your fucking characters. You can try to hit that one because he is kind of close, but you will be at disadvantage. You cannot attack any of them that are out of the fog at all.
Better question, because am I technically in range with Negan? Like in melee range, touch range, essentially?
You are in melee range with Negan, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on Negan.
Okay. Roll Cure Wounds.
Wants to come up in chat. There we go. So it rolled it twice for no reason.
So 2, you get 2 of your hit points back there, Negan. You're only down 5 now.
That hurt me. Because I didn't see the 2, I saw the 7.
Oh, so all your hopes and dreams are just shattered, taken
That
away.
hurts a little bit.
Don't blame me. Blame D20.
Yeah.
At least I helped.
Sid, since you weren't in a full dash last time, I'll say that you've noticed. I won't make you roll to notice that your friends have not followed you. Like if you would use the dash action, I would have been like, yeah, roll to make sure no one's coming or not. But you see they're all standing and fighting, like if you look back.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do here.
That's no problem. Just know that you're technically 15 feet off the map right now. So if you come back, like any movement you do from that spot, you can only do 15 instead of 30.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I took School of Conjuration. What does it mean if it's a half an action? Does that mean it's a bonus action?
If it's a half action, what spell are you looking at?
I'm looking at Mage Hand, and by being a conjuration savant or whatever, I've got that I can do all my conjuration spells as half actions.
As half actions. Okay, let me see that.
Yes.
Wait, I begin each let the school. Oh no, that's the conjuration savant. That doesn't half your ability to cast it. It halves how much it costs and the time to put it in your spell book. So it's like something like higher level spells will take you a couple days and like a couple hundred.
Oh, to copy a conjuration spell. I got you.
Yeah, it's just it halves all of that, not the casting time.
All right. Let me check one more thing then, and then I'll let you know what my action is.
Sure.
All right. I don't have much that I can do. Am I within 120 feet of?
You're pretty much within 120 feet of everything.
Okay. So at that point, I think I'm going to just go ahead and lob off a shot. If I can find any stones or anything around me, I'm going to lob off a shot at the one that's to the right of Toka, I guess.
Sure.
Down into the right.
Sure, you can. Go ahead and roll the attack.
Okay.
A 12 is not enough to hit, sadly.
Whew. Yeah, I'm holding ground then, and that's it.
All right. That one's dead, so he's off the initiative order.
Actually, as a bonus, I shout, "Not so easy!"
Is that Turris?
There.
Tolka, it's your turn. You have 2 Sturges within 10 feet of you.
So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to swipe with my dagger and then chop down
All right.
with my hand axe.
Which one are you attacking? The one below you or the?
Oh, okay. I guess let me move my little guy in here. I'm gonna stand on this guy's dead body and attack this one right here.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Nope. And yes. You swing at it first with its dagger. When you come down on top with your hand axe, it goes right through the skull, and you've killed this Sturge. That you just like cut its head as like Mortal Kombat style, like its head's like in half. What is the range on Xeris' Vicious Mockery? Because I'm probably just going to have him keep doing that since it's a cantrip. 60 feet, yeah. Because why not viciously mock things to death? Sturge. He's going to attack the other one next to you, there, Tolka. He does 4 damage. And just like that last time, he, like, insults this bat thing. He's like, you couldn't suck the blood out of, I don't know, something big. And the Sturge just like looks at him confused, and then its head just goes and explodes.
The only thing prettier than you is an ogre's butt.
Hey.
Oh my god. Shit.
Negan, it's your turn. You have a Sturge right next to
I
you.
do.
Roll. If you roll that attack, just like last time, it will be at disadvantage.
It's gonna be a disadvantage. Okay. Cool.
The wonders of Fog Cloud.
It
It works wonders in certain situations. Other times it can be detrimental.
sure does. Dope. I'm gonna... Let's see.
What you gonna do?
You roll lightning or thunder... No, that's not gonna work with what I thought it was. Watch, shut up. Sometimes my watch thinks I'm talking to it and starts doing things, and it's like, nope, that's not what I wanted you to do. I don't think I can do that. So I was gonna like weapon attack it, but I was gonna use Channel Divinity, but I have to be rolling. It looks like I have to be rolling lightning or thunder damage
Mm-hmm.
in order for that to work. So I'm not gonna use that.
What is the thing called? Just so I can look at it. I'll let you know.
It's Channel Divinity. It was the Destructive Wrath option of Channel Divinity.
When you roll, yeah, it's for when you feel like you roll.
So if I was using like Guiding Bolt or something like that.
Guiding Bolt, Shatter, fucking Lightning Bolt, something like that.
Okay.
So what you doing then?
Oh.
O? Good O? Bad O?
Probably not. So I'm gonna save that.
All the O's?
I'm gonna save that.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my Warhammer again. And not hit again. Fuck!
Yeah. Sucks to suck, doesn't it?
No, it sucks. This fog sucks. That's what sucks. This fog sucks.
Alright, this Sturge is gonna go this way. 35, 60. He's gonna get up all up in Bard's face with using its dash action. So he can't attack this round. The one next to you, however, is going to attack you there, Negan, with its disadvantage. With a nat 1, so you are safe to live another round.
Thank God.
Thanks to the fog.
You can't hear me, shut up.
Oh, God damn it. Turris, it's your turn. What you gonna do in that fog, Turris?
What am I gonna do with all this fog? All this fog around this area?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can see anything. See if I can actually see the damn thing.
Go ahead, roll me that perception then.
Let's go with a 9.
I mean, you're not that far from it, so you kind of saw it last time, so I'll give it to you.
So I have to go squinty eyes to see it. Gotcha.
Yeah, you gotta do squinty eyes.
Alright, so Let me get right up on that thing.
You still are attacking with disadvantage, though.
That's fine.
What are you attacking with?
With my hand axe.
All right. So,
Uh-oh.
I want to make sure I got, just in case I may have the rules wrong.
That's fine.
But, are you sheathing your bow or are you just dropping it?
Ooh.
Because the put your weapon away is an action. Or if you wanted to actually put your weapon away and draw another one, that would be your action. You wouldn't be able to attack. If you're just saying fuck this bow and throwing it, I'll let you do that as a bonus. You
know what?
Just know that you might have to look for your bow afterwards.
You're right. Let's not go ahead and do that then, because I didn't know about the drawing and redrawing of things. That's the wife.
Where does your character disappear to?
Oh, my breath! I'm right under that symbol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why you can't see it.
That's fair. So
I'm gonna use my breath.
All right. And yours is a straight line. Cool.
Yep.
So that is I need to make a dex saving throw. And what do I have to beat? It's 8 plus your con, so 8 plus 10. What's your constitution modifier?
Modifier is 1.
So I have to beat an 11. And it's a dex save. Well, I rolled a 19. Sorry there, buddy. So he's going to take.
No, it's
he's
okay.
going to take half damage.
Half damage.
And the person who just started following us, Sliverwing, 13. I'm going to assume I got the name right. There was no vowels in there. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much, good sir. So yeah, so you can start.
Roll?
Yeah, you
I
still
thought you
roll.
meant in the game for a second. I'm like, there's somebody following us.
No, someone. I got a nice little notification on my thing saying, Sliverwing 13 followed you, followed by a picture of David Tennant smiling.
Nice.
Because that's my follow thank you thing.
All right, 2d6 coming out. So it's 6, halved to 3.
Yeah, you melt this bat in acid. Like, it is.
Would I get Hunter's Mark from that? No.
It is no more. This bird is no more. It has ceased to be. No one? Really?
I got it.
I was
I'm
like,
just shaming you.
fuck you guys, alright?
Shame. Shame.
Sid, it is your turn. There is a sturge, all up in your business, as well as Xeris's business.
Well, I'm actually a little bit, I think, off the map, like behind him.
Oh, you're still like a little off? Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I believe that was it. I don't quite remember, but either way, I think I can get in range of it. It's like awkward for me, I think, to sit right in front of my friend like that and to want to like lob a shot at it. So I don't know what you're gonna make me roll here, but I'd like to get right up on this thing and try to just like basically eat it. I just want to kind of chomp at it with my beak.
Do you have something on your character sheet for that?
No, I don't. But I figure it'd be like an unarmed attack.
Yeah. I'm looking at the wrong character sheets. There it is, Sid's. Yeah, just roll me. You don't have anything in strength, so roll me. Since you're using your beak, I'll give you just roll d20 and add your proficiency, so d20 plus 2 to hit it.
Okay.
And you can do 1d4 damage plus nothing.
Okay, let me 1d20 plus 2.
Yeah, to see if you hit. With a 5, you will not. But we can add that in your character sheet later, so it's, or you can add it between turns that, just make it beak. Beak. And it'll just be 1d20 plus your proficiency, and then damage will be 1d4 plus nothing.
Got it.
Just because you don't have anything in strength.
Sounds good.
Toka, it's your turn. You see and hear one buzzing Sturge left, and he is by your tiefling and bird friends.
Yes, I will run my hat to the last all the way over here Indian style.
Alright.
And smack him in the face with my hand axe. And then if that doesn't work, I will try to shiv him with my dagger.
You guys are rolling so poorly today. This kind of sucks, but you missed both times.
Two of us can blame the fog.
Xeris is not liking the Sturgis being all up in his business. So he is going to try to stab at this with his rapier.
Whew.
And he does. I don't even think I have to roll damage because he's going to kill it. These things hit hard, but they have very little health, if you haven't noticed. And he stabs this thing right in the gut, and it pops open dead. These things already have 2 hit points apiece.
Okay.
But congratulations, you have defeated the Sturgis encounter.
Yay!
Let me do some maths up. See how much experience you guys get.
While you're doing that, quick question. Can I scavenge anything from these guys?
What are you trying to scavenge from them? And I'll let you know.
Blood.
Just get the blood together?
So you want to take vials of blood?
Yes.
Roll me a survival check.
Giving you survival. 9.
Um,
God.
you get a vial of blood, but you're not sure if it's contaminated with, soil and rainwater and all that other shit. So it's put vial of blood question mark?
That's what I was doing, actually.
Yeah.
Do they have leather from their wings and stuff? Basically, can I skin them?
Yeah, I'm looking at them. It looks like, looking at this picture of them, it looks like their whole bodies are just leather. And goddamn, they have 2 webbed feet and 4 clawed arms. They're small clawed arms, but that's just so creepy looking.
So, can I try to get as much leather, feathers, and teeth?
They don't really have teeth or feathers. It's all a leathery wing. By looking at this, so yeah, you can roll me survival, and you can try to skin these Sturges.
My picture looks like they got teeth and feathers on their head.
I mean, on the head, it looks like fur more than it does feathers. I'm sorry, you're seeing me all close.
Yeah.
Um,
I will take its head then. Can I take its head?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to take its head and the leather.
Cool. Go ahead. Roll. Like I said, roll me survival. Jeez.
Maybe not.
Since there's 6 of these Sturges, I'll say you can successfully get one of the heads completely. The rest of them are kind of already too damaged or anything to get a full head. And these things are tiny creatures technically. I'll say you're able to get about a pound of leather.
Okay. Is that a river right next to us?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to wash it with the water from the river.
Okay.
Please don't make me get eaten by fish.
The river is only about. I should have made it difficult terrain for the people that went into the water. You already had the fall class. So I didn't think of it. It's maybe 2 feet deep. It's a small little passing part of the river. But congratulations, you guys all get, since I have to divide it by 5 for all 5 party members, a whopping 33 experience points each.
Puts us at 421, if anyone's wondering.
So much experience, guys.
I wonder where that crazy fog came from.
Where indeed.
I blame the rain.
I mean, yeah, it is raining, so that is a viable answer of where it came from.
And only the rain.
Cool. Alright, I'm going to keep you, like, your tokens on that map, but I'm going to move you back onto the main map. Once it lets me. Player's salt of map. Cool. And I'm pretty sure that's the only encounter for today. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So you guys are good for tonight. With the rain, you guys successfully get enough rainwater for the day. You don't have to worry about one of Negan's spell slots. Congratulations. If you guys are going for food, roll me that survival.
Can we just put it to whereas we're both going out for survival if we're together?
Yeah, if you're that's what I'm saying. If both of you can roll, and it'll be whoever's like leading it. Their roll matters. The second person can assist, and you'll get an advantage on it.
Right, so I'll make the roll. She's assisting with it, essentially.
Because
So
I think your survival is higher than
my
hers.
survival is higher, yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so 22.
Cool. Roll 1d8. See how much food you come back with.
Let's go with 4.
4 pounds of food. Cool. So that's enough for 4 of you to eat. Someone's going to have to use a ration.
You mean the person that happens to not be here?
And Sid will take. Right. Sid will take a hit and eat some of his ration.
All right. Cool. Don't worry. As you guys level, I'll probably eventually make you roll at least like a 2D something instead for food, just because you guys will get better at doing it. I'm a generous god. All right. Are you guys doing anything else tonight, or do you want me to start the travel for the next day?
So I'm basically assuming that my Triceratops boy is going to be scavenging for his own food, like he's eating grass along the way.
For now, we'll say that's happening just because if I try to figure out how much food I have to give a Triceratops, you guys will be out of rations within like 3 days.
We're not playing Ark here. Come on.
Like, you guys will be fucked real quick. Yeah. What are you using your Triceratops for anyway? Like,
Well, right now it's got the canoe and all of our
All of
my equipment. I don't know about everybody else if they wanted to use it, and I'm riding it.
you're riding it the whole time?
Yeah.
You're like, fuck this walking shit.
Yeah, basically.
All right. So we roll the weather for the next day. It's just a light rain, just drizzles. It's a nice day for you guys. Travel. Cool. There. Bloop. And bloop. Ooh. Hey now. You're a rock star.
Can I get my game on?
And you can go play.
Yay!
Cool. I need boom and boom. I heard a little beep go off, and I don't know what it was from. I'll probably see it show up in a second. Oh, I have some more cheers from people. Thank you, guys. Cool. So, about midday, as most encounters seem to be, you guys all catch the scent of death in the air and hear undead lumbering through the wilderness.
I am visibly shaking, and you guys don't know if it's in fear or frustration or rage or anything, but I am not doing too well.
Cool. Whoever wants to can roll me a perception.
You better believe it.
Ooh.
19.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Everyone but Negan sees this because screw that person.
No.
How's the view out there, Negan?
I can't see!
Thanks, Negan.
I hate you so much.
No, you don't, bitch!
Never dying, bitch.
Oh my god.
Can't wait for your character to die.
I'm gonna make another male character when Negan dies just to fuck with you.
Is his name gonna be Jigen?
Yes, and it's basically gonna be the same fucking character.
She's Jigen, I'm going on.
I guess I'll be Polka.
We're all just reskinning our characters and replaying the situation.
I'm looking for a certain thing on my list of enemies to give you. There it is.
What is this Square Enix character creation bullshit?
I hate both of you. I'm going to murder all of you. Cool. So, everyone but Negan sees this, and it's out in... They're quite a ways away. Like, because of the weather, I will say you see them from a distance. You see things that you've run into before.
Oh no.
They're big. They're scary. They all have giant maces in their hands.
Our buddy came back!
Oh my god.
And as of before, we already saw two of them.
Oh no.
About 150 feet ahead of you guys, maybe 200 feet, you see 4 ogre zombies.
Shit.
Roll me stealth checks if you would like.
Oh god.
I will take a group
Well-
stealth.
Can't get worse than that. Oh wait. Yes, you can. I don't know how.
That one tops all.
Let's see what Xeris rolls, and we'll see what happens.
Shit.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Tolka's over here going like, bitches, I got a 23.
Right. And I'm on top of a Triceratops.
And she's on top of a Triceratops. What's y'all excuses?
She's hiding behind a tree.
We're not.
The fat tree.
Yeah, we're not on top of Triceratopses.
Cool. And then, you know what? Let me find... Where's my named NPCs for, what's
Did
her
we pass or
face?
fail?
You definitely failed.
Then I'm just gonna go, hey guys! It looks like our buddy just came back!
As you see... And let me put you guys on the map that I've set up for you. Bloop. You guys are all on the north end of the map. And yeah, like I said, probably about, I think it's about 100 and some feet. In fact, because I made this map a little bit bigger. Yeah. You see 4 ogre zombies. I will give you 6 seconds in game as a preemptive round, since they are far enough away, to do something before I make you roll initiatives.
They're over there.
They're quite far away. And just know, like, all the terrain here, if you see a shadow behind the terrain, you can use it as cover.
Okay.
No, very quickly, if you're giving us 6 seconds, I'm putting up another fog and I'm saying run this time. And I'm putting it up around us and motioning, like, north.
Do you all follow his lead this time, or...
I think this time I'm down for that.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Like Zoic Scoob.
I wait for all y'all to turn around. I'm just sitting on my Triceratops staring at them for about a minute, and then I'll
Okay.
turn away and walk away slowly.
For a minute, that's 10 rounds in game. You will be overrun by zombies. Got it.
Toka, can we use boy and run?
5 seconds.
I'm sorry.
I am going to roll perception with these ogres to see if they can find you after you make your run. I'm just going to roll it once for all 4 of them. Actually, you know what? I'll roll separately because there's zombies and they're not,
There's no coordination in zombies.
there's no coordination, there's no teamwork. They're just lumbering towards you if they see you. So if I get a 15 or higher, and I don't know if you can see my rolls when I do it, or if I beat a 15, so 16 through 20, that one will see you, and I'll do from left to right.
Top 25, gotcha.
One of them see you and gives chase.
Shit.
Blah, 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 blah. Just for the sake of this, because I don't want to put you guys on another map, I'm going to keep you guys on this map, and I'm just going to put that zombie, like, halfway there, and he is given chase, so he will eventually catch up to you. Because I think their movement speed is... the movement speed's the same as yours, so they just be a long-winded chase.
Do I need it to roll a perception to see it's only the one now, or...
We'll say it's been, like... At this point, it's probably been about a minute since you guys started running. And if you'd like to roll the perception to see this last one, you can.
But I'm like staring at it.
Oh, you're staring straight at it, so then you're fine.
Okay.
You see it. And now you can all roll me initiative, that word. That word I couldn't think of. Please tell me you all have access to your characters this time.
Nope.
I do.
Negative.
God damn it, you two. What is wrong with the 2 of your characters?
You hate us. You hate me.
Well, that's neither here nor there.
Rangers.
It's neither here nor there.
Yeah, you're racist against Rangers.
They're controlled by
Classist.
spin kick. Try moving yours now.
Nope.
Still can't. Awesome. Let me try Otolka's, because that one says controlled by.
Nope, I can. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
Cool. Tolka, can you move yours now?
Yes.
Good. Good. That's all I needed to know.
The difference between, a ruler and a pointer.
That would help. And I guess I need to roll for Xeris. And just like the last time you guys fought these things, I will not roll for initiative for Salida, whatever her name is. Unless you guys need her, because just so she doesn't soak up all of your XP. Because I'm not trying to be mean like that. Negan, you're up first.
Oh, I'll be damned. Okay.
Yeah.
Is the fog up? Can I see him?
You guys are a distance away. Like, we're acting as if you guys, like, we're running away for a little while. Like, pretend you're on a new map, quote unquote.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, so if I can't see him...
I mean, you can, is what I'm getting at.
Oh.
You can see him.
Okay, so here's what I want to do. Which one of us looks to have the least amount of AC?
There's only one of them.
No, I'm talking about us. Which one of us?
Probably your wizard friend.
Okay. So with the bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on them, on the wizards. So they get a +2 to AC for up to 10 minutes.
Cool, so Sid, your AC is now higher.
Thank you.
And then with my action, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at the one giving chase.
Alright.
With a fucking 10. God damn it.
You hit.
Oh shit, really?
Yep.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. I'll tell you what, with this, I am going to use Channel Divinity.
Is Guiding Bolt lightning damage?
Yeah.
For real?
I think so. Let's see.
No, it's radiant
Oh no,
damage.
it's radiant damage. Fuck me. I just wanna do max damage on a bitch.
I know you do.
Fuck. Okay. Oh well, that's fine.
Shield of
Whatever.
Faith, isn't that a concentration? So you can't really do anything anyway. Or
Guiding bolt is
Guiding bolt isn't concentration though.
Shield of Faith.
Shield
No,
of Faith is concentration.
you
Yes.
you can still cast
I can cast other spells as long as they're not concentration.
what she said.
But can you attack like melee?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know. I had no.
If I were to get hit, I would have to roll to see if I were able to maintain concentration.
That is also correct.
Okay.
As I eat
So
my Jell-O.
instead of channel divinity, I'm gonna roll damage for this thing. 12 radiant.
What's the? Okay, I was about to ask what the range is, but we already made your roll and you're close enough. 12 radiant damage.
And the next attack roll made against it has advantage because it's glowing.
It is now. What color does it glow? What color is your?
It's like white, gold, maybe.
That's the color. That's the color of your guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now it is. It's the first thing I thought of.
Okay. Cool. Who was that? Turris. Is that you? Yeah, you're next.
And I'm gonna keep it real basic.
Basic bitch.
That's what I do. Thank you very much. Zombie friend down there is getting a hunter's mark.
All right.
That's my bonus action.
Yes, it is.
And then on my regular action, I'm taking a longbow shot.
All right.
Because bonus damage, here we go! 24, alright.
24. Now, give me 1 second from where you're sitting. What's the range on the longbow?
150.
150 is the minimum. Is a small one. Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
So then you're within range. Yeah. So
I totally checked that.
roll damage
Oh, so that's 3.
plus your hunter's mark, another d6.
D6 is going to be 4.
So -7.
And then I get the additional 2 from Negan's bolts? Yay, nay?
No, that gave you advantage to hit.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
There we go.
It is Xeris' turn. What's the range on Vicious Mockery? 60 feet. It's like, stop me if you heard this before, right? So I'm going to have to move him up some. Got it. So he's going to move to, like, there. And make sure I'm not putting him in danger. Yeah. And he's going to Vicious Mockery this bitch. Bam.
You should put him in the tree, like in that bush, so that he can still be hiding.
Bam.
It'd be funny.
Okay. I can do that. Still within range, yeah. And then Ogre Zombie has to make a wisdom saving throw. He does not make it, so he takes the 3 damage.
The only thing uglier than you is your mother's son.
Damn! I got that.
Yeah.
By the way, if he ever uses Vicious Mockery and takes down like a big baddie in this campaign, I don't know what I'll do.
In general, he's just got to start coming up with shit.
I'll probably cry if he uses Vicious Mockery and takes down a big baddie with it.
Like every person I've seen use Vicious Mockery, they've got something.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna force him to do it, but I'll like him to. Tolka, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna move myself over here, and the only reason I'm doing that is so that I can remember where I put my bow, if and when I drop it.
Okay.
So I am going to shoot him with my longbow.
All right.
And like you can see, my eyes are almost on fire. Like I'm super enraged.
Okay.
Do I get like a plus for this?
For your favorite enemy? No, it doesn't give you a plus to attack.
Okay.
Sadly.
That's just for wisdom checks.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So did I do my longbow yet? No.
Nope. You do hit for the 8 damage. Congratulations. These things have very low AC. Sid Vicious. It's your turn.
Before I do absolutely anything, do I feel like I recognize this undead?
Like this specific one?
Yes, this guy. This does he seem like he has a familiar gait or a familiar way about him to me?
Roll me history. I think history would probably be the best one. Nah, this just seems like an every normal day ogre zombie to you.
Okay, this isn't a friend then. If are we allowed to split movement?
And it moved, attack, and then move again?
Right.
Yes, as long as you don't use your full movement the first time, yes. You can
Okay,
split.
so I think literally half my movement gets me right. Hold on.
It's 15. So
Right here, 15 feet. So I'm gonna move here, and then after my action, I'm gonna move back to where I was. So I'm not even gonna move. I'm gonna go up to Negan and say, "Protection of favor deserves a protect. A favor of protection deserves one in kind." And I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast me some protection against good and evil here on Negan.
Creatures of those type have disadvantage on attack rolls. Nice. Alright. Alright, cool. And then you're going to move back to where you were?
That's correct, yep.
Alright, Negan, it is your turn. You have just gotten the protection from the Holy Spirit of... I don't know what god Sid follows. But yeah, you got the Holy Spirit.
Awesome.
And
cool.
hey, did you see that they're watching Top Gun now on...
I did. I've got it on. It's on in the background. All right, so let's see. How far away is it from us?
From you? Well, from
Yeah.
you specifically, about 25 feet.
Oh, okay, so it's catching up now.
Oh yeah, because you guys stopped and fought.
Oh, yeah, okay. In that case, I'm gonna use Sacred Flame. So it's gotta beat a DC 12 Dex save.
I rolled a 16. You get nothing, sir.
Fuck you.
You get nothing!
No! I said good day!
I said good day, sir. Turris.
Isn't it at a disadvantage because of the protection?
I think it just has to do with attack rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna be like, that's a fucking hero, number one.
Yeah.
First of all, I
First
know
of
what you're
all,
saying.
how dare you?
Yeah.
First of all,
Yeah, no, it hurt that protection. It just means like it's if they try to attack Negan, they have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Cool.
That would have been hella dope, though. Thank you.
Turris, it is your turn.
alrighty. I am going to move behind the tank line up front.
All
20
right.
feet.
Oh, she's moving back. Okay,
That's correct. And then I'm going to pull out the bow and I'm going to take another shot.
do so.
So I've got the need for speed. 20.
Roll that damage.
6.
Okay.
Hunter's mark.
Yeah, roll the extra d6.
5.
Hey, look at you doing damage.
The need for speed. Pew!
All right, Xeris. Let's see what else you can do besides vicious mockery that can be useful.
No, that's all he has.
No, I want him to do better damage.
What's better than mocking him?
Something that does more damage than that.
Eh.
Yeah, he's going to use that spell. Does he have it in his thing? Yeah.
I the beholder. Come on.
No, he's if I'm reading this right, he's going to use Thunder Wave.
That hits all of us.
That's why I'm going to
if he's
have.
not careful.
That's why I'm going to have. I wanted to make sure that was the one that is a radius attack. It's 15, not 25. So he's going to have to move. Ooh, you know what? I don't want him to do that because he will probably get hit. Damn you.
Can he go Metal Gear from bush to bush?
No, he cannot.
Damn it.
If he moves to the other side of this bush right here, he won't hit on like 15 with it.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, he'll move right here. And I'm gonna do that. Oh no, if I do it, because he'll hit Negan. Damn. You know what? Yeah, fuck that. He's just gonna stay back and I think he's just gonna cast the sleep spell instead on this thing.
He took sleep?
He took sleep.
Yeah?
So 26. Sadly that is actually not enough to put the zombie to sleep. But afterwards he's going to move that way behind everyone. The zombie's gonna come and try to attack you though, Negan. With disadvantage. For 14.
Get fucked. Nope.
I bet you're proud of that, aren't you?
I am.
Cool. Tolka, your turn.
Okay, so I'm in like this made that all my friends are like running away from this thing, and I'm getting even more upset. I'm gonna put my bow down in between these rocks right here so that I remember where it's at. I'm gonna go behind him. I'm gonna climb on top of his back. So that's whatever, athletics or whatever.
You have to roll athletics versus his. I can do acrobatics or athletics with him.
Oh, fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. You try and he just shrugs you right off.
Alright, so I'm gonna stab at him
That-
with my dagger.
I'll let you back up just because you. If you
I
try,
can't do that?
yeah. If you try to grapple him like that, that is your action.
Gotcha. I don't have a bonus action.
Yeah, you don't. That takes up your action to do so. So if you would like to rescind that, since you weren't 100%, I will let you rescind it, and just try to attack.
No, I wanted to climb on top of his back.
Okay.
That was my.
Sorry, it did not work out for you.
That's okay. Now I'm on my ass.
Yes, you are. Sid, your turn.
I think I'm gonna. This guy, we haven't received any. This guy's not bloody yet.
You know what? No one. I forgot to say if he was. He is indeed bloodied. At the bloodied mark.
Oh, okay. All right. I think Sid is gonna. We're gonna keep it pretty simple at this point. It's just if there's any rocks on the ground around us, we're gonna lob them off at him.
All right, go ahead. That will hit. Roll that damage. -4. Cool. Negan. What's up?
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
How you fucking going? What you doing?
I am. Wait a minute.
Hold up. Hey.
If
If you.
cast Cure Wounds on him, does that do extra? Has no effect on undeaders constructs. Never mind.
There you go.
Dope. Okay.
This isn't Final Fantasy where you can use the Phoenix down and instantly kill the zombie.
Yeah, pretty much. So let me ask this: since Cure Wounds doesn't have a negative effect on undead, I guess it would make sense that Inflict Wounds didn't do anything either.
Inflict wounds? That would do damage to it. It should. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Yeah, like I'm reading it right now, and it doesn't have a speculation like Cure Wounds does.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this will hit it. This will hurt it.
So, I'm doing it. 15.
It's a level 1 spell. What do I have to make? Anything? Oh, it's just a
I
touch.
roll
Oh, then yeah, you hit it.
19
Woo!
necrotic.
Yeah. You inflict some more wounds on this thing. You inflict all the wounds on it.
Oh yeah.
How long does that protection thing last? Up to a minute. Cool. Up to 10 minutes. 10 minutes?
Which one? Mine? Shield of Faith?
No,
or
you
the
hit
protection
the
from-
protection. It's 10 minutes, so I just wanted to make sure. Turris, it is your turn.
You're telling me to think, man. Listen, I don't have time to think up here. If you think, you're dead. Longbow.
You hit.
God damn it.
5
Alright.
damage.
And roll the hunter's mark.
I'm on it. Give me an extra 6.
There you go. Anything else? I don't think you are, but just figured I'd ask.
I don't have anything left. I'm good.
Alright. I forgot what that is. So, Xeris is just going to viciously mock it, just because he has no other real attacks that are useful at all. And he makes a save, so he doesn't do anything. Ogre Zombie's turn. I'm
Wait.
debating.
I thought it was half damage when he makes that save.
It's all cantrip. It's all or nothing.
Gotcha. Never mind.
All right. Negan.
Hmm?
Evens or odds?
Odds.
All right. If it's odds, it's hitting you. Even.
Ah!
All right. Tolka, you're gonna get hit on.
Shit.
How you doing, girl?
Does a 12 hit you?
APG.
I'm assuming not.
Say again.
Does a 12 hit you?
My AC is 12.
And then it does indeed hit you. So you take.
Wait, is that with or without the Shield of Faith bonus?
Oh wait. Oh, is the Shield of Faith on everyone?
No, it's on. Oh, wait.
You
Yeah,
put it
I
on
put
Sid.
it on the. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you take 13 bludgeoning damage as this thing just wallops its morning star into your chest.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I bet that feels nice, doesn't it?
Shit, boy.
And it is your turn. Would you like to retaliate?
Yeah. So am I still on the ground? And that's how he hit me?
Yeah.
Play that off.
Yeah. So
Okay,
if you want to, like, since you kind of imposed that on yourself, like the falling prone when you try to climb on them, it only takes half your movement to stand up, so you can still move afterwards.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna throw my dagger and try to hit him in the eyeball, and then stand up and then whack him with my hand axe.
All right, go ahead. Roll the 2 attacks. They both hit. But wait, I almost clicked on the wrong thing. So -3 and -4. So I should have just clicked -7 and we would have done. It is still standing, but it's weebling and wobbling. It just doesn't fall down.
And it's facing me, so it's facing away from everybody.
Yes.
So does that make it have disadvantage?
No, that's not, sadly, not how this works. Though I think technically, Negan is flanking it, so I do think that he would get advantage on it.
And okay, so I did blind him though, because I did shoot it in the eyeball with a
All right.
dagger.
Here's what I'll do for that. I'm gonna roll a d100, and if we'll just do this because if you hit it, it'll hit it just one of its eyes. Call high or low. If you get it right, if you call high, it's 51 or higher. Low, 50 or lower. If you get it right, you will have blinded one of his eyes.
Oh yeah, hi.
All right, you have blinded one of his eyes. He is howling in pain. That's got to sound really awful for a zombie ogre howling in pain. But you do so. Sid, it's your turn. You see this ogre like flailing around with a dagger in its eye.
He's bloodied, not.
Right now he is in critical because he is stumbling, like he's, like I said, he's weebling and wobbling.
Yep, and it is what it is. Let's keep it simple. He's about to go down. Here comes David to Goliath with this sling.
You hit. All right. So what do I have to roll? Cool. Just in case. That attack would have normally felled a creature, but because of its undead fortitude, it stays in the world of the unliving. Negan, you are up.
Dope. Cool. He's looking pretty bad, isn't he?
As I had just said, he looked like he probably would have died, but his undead fortitude is keeping him going.
How's a crit?
Do some damage.
That's gonna be 16 damage.
16 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so... Damn, I'm gonna have to roll pretty good on this. Yeah, you kill it.
Hell yeah.
I would have had to have rolled, I think, 17 on the die itself to be able to beat that and stay alive as a zombie. You take your warhammer and you crush this thing's skull, as it is no longer part of the world of the living or unliving, whatever you want to call it.
As it
Fuck
falls,
this
I'm
guy.
just gonna take its dagger out of his eye. My dagger.
You do so. Cool.
I give a high five to Negan.
Cool.
I fully accept that.
Cool. Alright. So that's in the bank to give you guys
Now I'm
later.
bloodied as fuck.
Yes, you are.
I will actually, with that high five, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Alright, go ahead and cast the Cure Wounds.
So you get 6 health back.
I mean, 6 is better than no health.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. I need to see what this... Cool. So, you guys just successfully defeated the ogre zombie of doom and gloom.
And we also outran 3.
Mm-hmm.
You did. You've done quite a lot. Let me do that then. 2. And then boom. So how much? Yeah, I'll give you part of the experience for outrunning the other ones. I got everything in the bank right now to give you guys later. Don't worry about it. Don't worry your pretty little heads. Are you guys taking... Because this is... I'll give you guys this one just because this is the first time it's happening. Between encounters, this is how I said this one is midday. You have 3 encounters that could happen each day. Morning, when you guys are getting ready for the day. Midday while you're traveling, or towards the end of the day when you guys are getting down to camp. As I said in the beginning of this one, it was midday while you were traveling. You ran across this. If between each encounter, if you want to use any of your hit die, or pretty much it's pretty much a free short rest that I would give you guys between each encounter, because sometimes today you're going to have 2 or possibly 3 encounters in one day. I'm just giving you guys this one now, just because it's the first time it's happening. Any other times outside of this, I will, if you don't use the hit die before I start the next encounter, that's on you.
What does a hit die do?
If you roll a hit die, you should have 2 of them right now since you're at level 2. You can roll one of them or both if you want, and and it heals you that much. So an extra 2 hit points. You can use all of them that you have. You can use as many as you want out of what you have, but when you take a long rest at the end of the night, you get half of them back. So if you use both of them now, when you take your long rest at the end of the night, you're only going to get one of those hit die back. And then the next day you'll get your second one back.
Okay, since I only used one, I get the one back.
Yeah, you'll get that back at the end of the night, like in game. It's a way to keep yourselves alive without always having to rely on a healer. Cool. And that's why I kind of gave you guys this, like I said, I gave you this for a reason. But towards the end of the day, as you guys are winding down, setting up your camp for the night, all of you have a passive perception high enough to see these, and I will just do.
There's one thing before we transition. I just would have liked to have checked that ogre to make sure it had that same blue triangle on his forehead.
It did indeed.
Okay.
Oh, we left the scene already? I didn't grab my bow.
I'm going to assume you grabbed it.
Okay.
It's one of those, like, if you would like dropped it in like a river, like he was about like tourist was going to the last time, or like in the fall cloud, that's when I would make you try to roll to find it. But if it's like you purposely set it down where you knew where it was, I'm not gonna make you do it for that one. Cool. So you guys you guys are setting up your camp for the night. You're still like close to the riverbed. And while you guys are setting up, like I said, I know all of you have a 12 or higher perception, so that's fine. You guys all see what look to be humanoid lobsters on the other side of the river. And I'd say, but this part of the river is probably about 100 feet, 150 feet across to that, like, to the other side of the riverbank from where you guys are. And they're just staring at you as you guys set up camp.
They look tasty.
I'll give you the hand up so you see what they look like. Show 2 players. The old Donnie. But you see them, like, there's 4 of them. They're just kind of like staring at you. They're not making any movement towards you. But they're just kind of just like keeping an eye on everything you guys are doing.
I shout across to them, "Are you foot or friend?"
As soon as you like call to them, they're like cockroaches. They just like scatter. 2 of them go into the water, like, but like not towards you, just like to just hop in the water and like disappear. And the other 2 like off in the jungle on the other side of the riverbank.
What do we do?
I just shrug my shoulders and sit down with all my stuff. Basically start unpacking the Triceratops boy.
Come on, boy.
Boy.
All right. If you're ignoring them, probably about like 5-10 minutes later, I'll let Sid do it since he's the one that called out to them. Roll me a perception. You notice after about like I said about 5-10 minutes, you notice them back on the other side of the riverbank, just kind of watching you guys.
Why are you watching us?
Oh my god.
And just like last time, they scatter. Like once they notice that you notice them.
If nobody's doing anything, I'm going to just wait for 5 minutes until they regather. See if they do the same amount.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna do anything to them.
Cool. And yeah, just like last time, eventually this time they don't show back up exactly where they were. They probably are back on the river maybe like another like 40-50 feet further down, but still watching you guys.
I at this point am going to cast Mage Hand and just pick some stones up off the ground and try to do like a juggling act for them.
Roll me performance.
What?
The bard is probably obviously going to start singing with it. And trying to sleep with them.
Yeah, I think I could.
Yeah.
Could I maybe get a help from the bard? I like that. I like that idea.
Sure, let me roll performance with him as well. He rolled an 8 as well. Um,
That body says cool, but that face says, "Come here, baby."
They see like this giant like spectral hand appear and start like throwing rocks around. One of them like cocks its head like an owl, kind of like
What the fuck?
confused. You guys are kind of too far away to hear because they're probably like 150 feet. But he like looks over at the others, pinches his like little pincers, and they all dive into the water. About like 30-40 seconds later, they pop out on your side of the riverbed. Probably about like still probably like 30 feet away from you, like keeping their distance from you guys. But they still don't say anything. They look more curious than they do anything else.
What do we do?
Just curious if they're friend or food.
Do they notice Boyd yet?
They do. However, they're not afraid of Boy.
So I'll ride Boy down to the river thing
Towards them.
towards them.
Two of them will jump back into the water. The other two will kind of stay. Like, one of them backs up closer towards the water, but there's still like one kind of like holding his ground a little bit.
Okay, so as we near each other, he's gonna stay put the whole time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as I go down to the riverbank, I am going to let Boyd drink from the water and kind of just give a smite, like a very small smile, but I'm half orc, so it just kind of looks like a threatening sneer.
Oh no.
What are you trying to do? And I'll let you know what I want you to roll.
I kind of feel like I'm trying to show them that we mean no harm.
Roll
But
me.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to come out. Though.
Roll me perception, or not perception. Persuasion. Jesus Christ.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I bet you will. The 20. He looks at you, and like in this like raspy voice, he's like, "What are you doing here?"
Well, I don't talk, so I kind of just shrug and point to my group.
Yes, I see them.
I flip them 5 copper.
You and your copper. It like, you know what? I'm gonna have him roll to see if he catches it. Yeah, it like catches it in his pincers, like crink, and like looks at it a little bit, and you're just like, I have no use for civilized coin, and he throws it.
Are we Are we privy of all this happening?
How close do you want to be to the riverbank? Oh,
Not too far. I'm definitely watching
I'd
at
say
this
you were
point.
pretty close. So,
Yeah.
you.
All right, so I see like offerings going on, and he's not accepting this one. I'm gonna drop one of my bag, one of my just like a pound of bird seed, and one ration.
He's after throwing the copper back and seeing the bird seed. It's like, it's like, I do not want your offerings. I want you to leave.
Are we not allowed to spend the night here and then leave?
This is Aldani home. Outsiders are not welcome.
Is there somewhere close by that's outside of Aldani's home that we could rest in?
Roll persuasion to see if he'll tell you something.
I'm starting to get a little grumpy, by the way, so I have like a small scowl.
With a 20. He tells you further inland. I was like hurting my voice to do that. He's like away from the rivers. Rivers are Aldani home.
Are you talking a mile, 2 miles? How far?
Far enough.
So I just take one step back on Roy and nod.
That good?
Okay. So yeah, are you standing you guys' ground, or
These guys are pissing me off now.
are you guys just saying fuck this? Like, what are you guys gonna do?
No, I'm basically saying I'm standing my ground, but keeping away from the river shore, like directly, but still staying by the river.
All right. Cool.
I walk up to him. I look
Oh
him.
no.
I look right at him. I'm like, listen, we are going to be here for one night. This will not kill you, so just let us stay here. Otherwise, we're going to have a lobster dinner.
Roll me intimidation.
Stomach rumbles.
Can I assist with that?
Maybe.
Okay, so what if
What you got,
what if I cast thaumaturgy on Turris
To make his voice louder.
to make him sound that much fucking scary?
Go ahead.
Done.
Roll me. I still need that intimidation. From
With advantage?
roll me intimidation. I'll tell you what you get.
No.
No, listen, you can do this all day. If you don't like it, stay here.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm
God
gonna cast it again, but I'm gonna step forward and just fucking roar.
Okay.
With a 17.
I mean, okay. Give me a second. The Aldani that you roar into roars back at you.
What the fuck?
By roar, it's still like a raspy sounding roar, but he tries to do it back at you. Yeah. Guys.
Okay.
I didn't expect that one.
Poka would definitely roar again, like.
At this point, I'm making you fucking roll. I'm making you fucking roll initiatives because you're.
I want to try to jump in with one more thing. I do a quick conjuration in my head. I have a minor conjuration, and I'm gonna try to make it look like the nicest gem I possibly can, and just say, we got off on the wrong foot. We want to make things right.
All right.
It's I don't know. The minor conjuration does like it does weird different things.
Let me see. Is it a let me open up your character sheet so I can see what you're talking about. Minor conjuration starting at level 2 when you said make an object. Okay. So you try to make you can make any object like seem like something else. Cool.
Right. Well, I can literally conjure like any like it just looks like it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Because 2 of your teammates have tried to intimidate them, you can use persuasion, but it will be at disadvantage because they're already not happy with a 3. Do you like try to hand it to them or like what do you do?
Yeah, I've got it in my hand, just like kind of like outstretched towards them, I guess.
So I would assume that means you're closer to them if you're doing that. I'm like trying to get everything like on the map right where people are like yelling at each other.
I'm probably a little bit behind Tolka or whoever's. I guess no, actually, Taurus is probably at charge at this point.
So you can be back there. What it is I want them to move up close enough that he just swats it out of your hand, and I mean you can back up afterwards. So I'll just keep him where he was. It says you come to Aldani home, then you try to make us leave. That is a slight we cannot take.
We tried to share. You didn't want to share.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you're also not right.
I'll be nice. Go ahead.
I mean, you weren't wrong, but like you said. So, I put you guys on the map. You should all have, once again, everyone should have control of their characters. It's 9:30. I don't know if we'll have time to finish this encounter tonight.
Of course,
Do you
it's
want to
9:20
stop
then.
here and then start with an encounter?
That's honestly what I'm debating on. But we won't be playing next week because of Father's Day. We'll try to get through this.
Faja.
Let's try to get through this because then I can give you guys all the experience you guys learned today.
Or we die, and then 2 weeks we start over.
Yeah. And since you guys have not taken a long rest, anyone that's used spells, you don't have your spell slots back.
We don't have our slots back.
No, this is the same day.
Fuck.
Yep.
I've used my 3 already.
I've only used one.
And I think Turris has used one of his.
That's correct.
As well as Zaris, he's only used one of his.
Damn it.
Cool. Turris, you get to go first. After he smacks the conjured gem up out of his hand, you see all the Aldani get into like some sort of fighting position.
Alright. Well, this is basically my fault, but worst comes to worst. Gotta buzz the tower. Taking a shot at the guy right in front of me.
Bastard.
11.
Does not hit.
Alright.
That ends.
Yeah, I will not be using my movement because
That is.
attack of opportunity. I'm not taking that. So go ahead.
Alright. What is Aldani's movement speed? 30 feet in water. Cool. So that one gets right to there. Sid, your turn.
I'm looking. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I'm trying to see which one looks like maybe the biggest, the burliest, the most intimidating looking. And,
It probably would be the one right in front of
No, I want to be one that we haven't. Well, I guess he has been engaged. Yeah, because he just tried to shoot him. So not him. One of the ones we haven't engaged yet, and charm.
All right. Well, there need two. One of them is underwater right now. There's one on top, so you can. Right now, I would say you can either the top, this middle one, or the one on the bottom. You can charm one of them.
Yeah, let's go with the top one there.
All right. Cool. So what do I have to roll? Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
What's your wisdom? What's your DC save?
I believe it's 12. Or wait.
I rolled a 7. You're gonna succeed anyway.
New friend.
Nice.
So we're gonna try to do the same thing you guys did with the ogre zombie. Essentially.
Yep.
Cool. All right, you have successfully charmed this creature. This zombie's gonna come up. Aldani's gonna come up and take 2 claws at Negan for a 6 and a 12, neither of which hit.
Nope.
Cool, and it doesn't give me the damage for that, does it? It's gonna make me roll that separately. Okay, cool. Because there's actually claws. Negan, your turn.
I'm taking a warhammer to that thing's fucking face.
All right.
13,
That does not hit.
of course.
Tolka, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to stab it, like between the claw and its hand, so that I can like basically cut his claw off
That's okay.
with the dagger, and then with the hand axe, if that doesn't work, I'm gonna slash it at its pincher to make sure it comes off.
Well, you hit with the hand axe. You do 8 damage. Since you're doing a concentrated attack on one of its pincers, I'm gonna give its pincher its own little health bar. And once you do enough, I'll let you say you took out one of its pincers.
It's not even dangling or anything.
I mean, there's no real rules in this game for dismemberment, so I gotta kind of come up with it as we go along.
I feel like a lot of the time, I don't know, I've seen it like where it's like the damage isn't done, and instead of doing the damage, you do like something like a grapple type situation or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it's. Hold on, let's see. Are the wonders of Google, right? Are the rules for this? It's gonna be an optional rule, blah blah. No specific rules. All right. Yeah, there's. It's weird. It's one of those things. I feel like they don't put those rules in on purpose because everyone would just be like, "Well, I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to do that," and always go for dismemberment right away. So I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna, since it is like a hard shell, I'll say you've hit it in its arm. And in its pincher, you're doing damage to it. Once you get to a certain point, I will say that claw is no longer usable. You just got to get to that point first. But you did damage it, and you are damaging its claw. It's weird. I'll look up rules for that for like better rules for next time. It's for now, since I'm just we'll get cross that bridge. They cannot move that far because they're fucking river. Yeah, they have 2 different speeds for river or like water and walking. Like their movement speed's 20 if they're not in the water. That one tries to call at you twice there, Talka, and misses both times. The one that you just tried to dismember its hand, it's going to claw at you twice. I will say, since you've damaged its one pincher, if it hits you with its second attack, I will half the damage for it. Actually, no, I'll just roll disadvantage for its second attack, since you are damaging it. So 7 and a 13. Does 13 hit you?
It does. It's hitting me with its bad claw.
Yeah, it's hit you with its bad claw. For 9 damage.
Gotta take my strong hand.
I am unconscious.
Ooh.
Oh no! Oh my god!
As you fall unconscious, this Aldani, like, does its best to yell at everyone because of the raspy voice. He goes, "You will all leave this place, or you will meet your friend's fate."
Can we take our friend with us?
We have no use for the dead. Take her.
I like the offer.
And I can't do anything since it's not my turn.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
So
it's like a pause in action right now, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're kind of giving us like
they're kind of giving you a little free, essentially, but at the same time, yeah, Turris, it's your turn. They just told you to leave. Are you going to pick your friend up and leave?
You know what? You guys are nice enough. We'll take our friend here. We'll make her leave. So, do you want an action for me picking her up, or
if you guys are going to leave, they're giving you the chance to leave the initiative. If you wish to, this will be the end of the initiative, and you guys can take Tolka, get her out of the area first, and give her some healings.
I was about to say I can cure wounds her and then we can leave. But
That's a bonus. That's a bonus action for you, right? Technically.
Cure wounds. Yes, it is.
Then yeah, you can do
Wounds is
that.
a bonus. I have spare the dying if you don't want to waste a spell.
We're about to sleep anyways. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, that's true.
True.
So go ahead, roll healing or cure wounds.
All right, heals her for 6.
Cool. So you're back up to 6 hit points.
And we're gonna go ahead and take our leave.
I know it was healing word. That's the bonus action, not cure wounds. But either way, you guys are taking your leave. Congratulations.
I'm at 7. If you're keeping track of it, I'm at 7 because I have the relentless endurance, so it dropped me to 1 instead of 0.
All right.
Oh.
Cool. Cool. So, congratulations, guys. You
We bitched out.
you survived
How-
the
Yeah,
encounter.
we did.
how much experience do we get for being spared?
I don't know because I did the math out for if you guys would have won, so I'm gonna have to figure that out.
We get no points, and may God have mercy on our souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, you guys can take a long rest now
Yeah.
if you guys go into the jungle and find a camp elsewhere. Let me give you all the banked experience I have for the day, minus the Aldani one for now. You guys may get 247 experience.
668 is what we're at.
Cool. I will figure out something, I don't know what to give you for an encounter that you did not what you did actually succeed in.
You need a survival from me?
Yeah, for food, yes, I need that.
Okay. 16.
Roll the D8.
5.
You get 5, that's enough for everyone to eat. For XP for failed encounter. Let's do that. Let's see if there's anything. I doubt there's anything for it.
All it takes is one member to go down. That's all it takes.
Cool. So what we'll do, I'll give, when you guys, were able to evade a threat, I give you guys half the experience it's worth. Since they gave you mercy, I'm going to give you a fourth of that.
Right on.
I will accept this.
I accept these terms.
So you guys all get an additional 44 experience.
712's the total.
Cool.
God damn.
I've got a calculator right up in front of me.
Okay.
Well, aren't you special? Well, too bad you need 900 to reach level 3.
Fuck.
Well, too.
I will find more bugs. I will find them and I will kill them. I will make them go. I can't make the poppy noise.
All right, so
Thank you.
the weather
Got
for
you.
the weather for the next day is heavy rain and wind tear at the trees.
Oh,
Yay.
Chance for David Cage.
God damn it.
So I'm going to roll the travel because of this. If you guys wish to travel today, it will be at disadvantage to see if you get lost. What are you going to say?
I would have liked to have had a conversation with Negan.
You can do all that. I'm
Pulled
not gonna
Negan aside. I don't know if there was like maybe a crossover in like our nightly watches or anything like that.
Yeah, if you want to have any conversation, please, like how you just stopped me just now, please do.
Where do your protective powers come from?
Oh, are you basically trying to ask like how do I do magic?
Oh, I'm cutting out. I think
Uh-oh.
it just cut out.
I can hear you, but you're frozen.
And now I can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no.
However, now that that's in a pause, does my natural explorer count as difficult terrain through the rain, so we don't get a disadvantage?
There he is.
I don't quite know if that would work.
It's red.
Oh no!
He's a robot.
You're cutting in and out.
My internet is acting funny. Sorry, it's storming here, guys. Am I good now?
Yes, now
Yeah.
you are.
Okay. Yeah. Where do your protective powers come from?
I'm trying to think of a really Negan way to say this.
God. Or what? I'll just say the name of your god. Really, that's what it sounds like. Your smart ass answer would be to me.
God damn it. So he asked that, and just like, my God. Or you know what? Better than that. Oh my God. I couldn't do it. Damn it.
I hate you so
I'm sorry.
much.
No, you don't. Shut up.
Who is your god?
Nom. Giant.
Giant Nom.
Yeah, who is your god again?
I said Anam. He's the god of creation in giant lore.
I don't remember how to spell that. So otherwise,
It's ANNAM.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you want to throw that in the chat, go ahead.
Okay.
Would you teach me maybe a prayer to Anam? I feel like one is owed by me for today's protection.
Ooh.
Huh.
How does Negan pray to Anam?
Oh.
Is that the only time he actually talks in full sentences?
You know what? Yes. Yes. And thank God thaumaturgy is a fucking cantrip. Because
Why?
that's how he does it.
He makes his voice booming.
Kind of. Hold on. Let me jump back over here really quick and pull up the spell card. So, give me this. I mean, it doesn't really, you know, most of what thaumaturgy does, it's kind of like superficial bullshit, right? And so, like, there's the ability to speak louder, or it causes flames to react weirdly. You can create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice, like throwing your voice or something like that. What I would like to do is kind of use that, cause a sound to happen to like throw my voice essentially. And so when that happens, I'm actually able to speak in full sentences.
So you pretty much like ventriloquism?
Kind of. So like using that gives me the ability to speak in full sentences.
All right. I can dig it.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's you can, as long as it's all within range. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So like if I can make my voice louder, maybe I can just make myself talk better.
All right.
So I'm gonna do that, and you'll see Negan take his warhammer from his back, and then throw his other arm across his chest for a moment. And when that happens, you would more feel it than you would see it, but it's almost like somebody just hit this big drum when he does that. So he hits here, and it like you feel it like you're standing next to a drum that's being hit. And after a moment, he looks to you, and he goes, "Words aren't even necessary." Shit, I can't remember where I was going with that. Words aren't even necessary. Continue to strike down your enemies, and do as you have been thus far. Protect those that travel with you.
Using mimicry, I beat my chest and mimic the sound because my bird chest would no way possibly make that sound.
Yeah.
So using my mimicry, I mimic that sound, and I say, I make this oath.
I'm gonna reach over and like pet him on the shoulder, and it may be a little bit harder than is necessary just because of the size difference, but he means well.
All right.
Thank you.
Interesting. I like this.
Thaumaturgy adds, no problem.
God damn it. Yeah. So, does anyone else want to do anything else this night before I start the travel for the next day?
I do.
What?
Pass the fuck out.
Yes.
And
Basically, I want a long rest.
alright, it's cool. So you guys
Yeah.
get your spell slots back. Tolka, you get the one hit die you spent back. And then I looked at the Natural Explorer. It says your group cannot become lost except by magical means. God damn.
Well, no, I mean, last session I didn't fail a survival on that at all, so yeah, never mind.
Cool.
Yee.
So
Hey.
I'm going to roll the encounters to see if you guys get anything today, and that's when we're going to end. Like, if an encounter gets set up, we'll be like, oh, this is what happens.
Cliffhanger!
Yeah, pretty much. I like the cliffhanger.
Do you remember if I used an arrow? I don't remember.
You used one.
Okay, I did.
Yes.
I'll have to have -1.
Alright. Turris, have you been keeping track of yours?
I have been. And I'm at 38 currently.
How are you at 38? You've been using them a lot more.
Because you told when we originally started, unless
always-
they break, right? Unless they break or go in the water or something like that, I immediately
You
get
can
them
get
all
them
back.
back. Yeah, I
Right.
did say that. I'm a dumb.
I know.
Cool. Oh, why am I doing it that way? I need you. Actually, let's do that one. Cool. Alright, so this works perfectly for me, and as a cliffhanger. Yeah, I like this one. I like this encounter. So, you guys, you travel your day itself uneventful, as most encounters seem to happen at night with you guys.
So I'm walking down the riverside with Tolka. I'm just like, could have made some fucking lobster dinner last night. Could have been no problem.
No, this is happening in the middle of the night. I need everyone's. What's everyone's? What order are you guys taking your rests in? Like who or is your shifts in? Like watching at night.
I'd probably be the last one, so I can get a full rest, so I can heal completely.
I'd be first or second.
I would be whichever one was immediately following Sid.
All right, so
Yeah, and I'd be anywhere in between.
Okay, so sounds like
Sid-
Sid takes first. I'll take second.
I take third, and then Tolka takes fourth.
Xeris would technically take fourth.
This is like one of those logic problems. If Sid goes first,
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my god.
So we're gonna do this. I need.
That was amazing. I'm sorry. That was awesome.
Professor who? Damn it.
Who's on first?
Don't you start that shit.
All right. All right. I need. Oh, never mind. Cool. So the way I'm going to do this, I needed to know everyone's for a reason. I'm going to do the. You guys won't see my roll,
Good.
but I'm going to let you know which one I use for it. So on my end, I'm going to roll a D4 for the people that are sleeping, and that will be everyone but Tolka. And it's going to be the same order that your shifts are in. So if I roll a 1, it'll be Sid, 2, Negan, and so forth. See who this happens to. Cool. Alright, so
Poor I don't know 1/3.
it's real early morning. Probably about like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Tolka's on her watch. But sadly, what slithers into, or what has been slithering into camp the entire night, is indistinguishable from normal plants.
Fuck this.
And Tolka would not have been able to see it until it is too late.
God damn it!
I feel like you already know what it is.
I have an inkling.
I will give her, she sees it as it's already happening. But as you walk around camp, you see, like, making sure everyone's, in their sleeping rolls or whatever. You notice that around Sid's bag, or like, whatever he slays on, is completely enwrapped in vines.
Shit!
As Sid is being constricted by assassin vines.
No!
And that is where we're going to end tonight.
Are they covered in thorns?
Say that again?
Are they covered in thorns?
I don't know.
I don't know if assassin vines have thorns.
No, they don't. They just constrict
Okay,
things.
So he's just constricted. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. I got it in my head.
And that's where we're going to end tonight. Yes.
Fuck off.
I like this. I love cliffhangers, guys.
I know you do. You're worse than Mike.
I know, because I'll purposely hunt down a cliffhanger to give you. Mike just lets it happen on his own.
Yeah, he does.
Alright. Time to do our outros for this wonderful third episode of Tomb of Annihilation. I'm just going to hit it back in reverse order from what I did at the start. So we're going to start with the man who is currently trapped in assassin vines. Mr. Sid Steven, Claude Bernhardt, tell us who you are and if you want people to find you, where they can do that.
yeah, I'm My name is Claude. I'm a bartender IRL, and you can mostly find me here on the internet for right now. I enjoy playing D&D with all of you fine folks. In the game, I'm Bird Wizard, who just had a really sweet moment, a really nice bonding moment with one of the party members, and now I am suddenly being strangled to death. So, see where this goes next time.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up, the person who didn't succeed on or couldn't succeed on doing their watch correctly, Tolka, is Adriana. Where can people find you if you wish them to?
Hiding away from public. Actually, so I am Catcher747 on Twitter and Twitch. I rarely use them. Yeah, I am sorry to my fellow party members for number one trying to die, and then number two trying to kill everybody else.
Well, I mean, it would have been awful if it was me again 2 weeks in a row.
It would have been.
I don't think I could live with that.
It doesn't help that like I don't talk, so what am I gonna do now? Fucking great.
That's right. Your character does not talk like ever. Someone that does talk, but only in like 2-word sentences. Courtney, tell us a little about yourself and where people can find you.
That's truth. Well, I'm Courtney Elias. I occasionally stream on Twitch. Typically, that's on Mondays. Sometimes it's Tuesdays and on weekends when I'm feeling particularly adventurous. But my set day is Monday, and then Wednesdays through Sundays, I'm in any number of D&D games. Wednesdays and Sundays, I play with this fucker over here because he runs this. And on Wednesdays, he runs Storm King's Thunder, and I'm a player in both of these. Thursdays, you can find me over at Unmade Gaming, spazzing right the fuck out because I'm just a spaz. What else can I say? Fridays, I'm doing some play testing with Salt and Sassy on that channel. We're doing a 5e system. It's called Savage Dawn. Yeah, Savage Dawn. And so we're running through a playtest campaign of that, which is super dope, actually. I'm playing a paladin in that one, and that's super fun. And then Saturdays, typically you can find me at Kit Battlebeard's channel doing some more 5e shenanigans.
You do a lot of D&D and streaming. God damn it.
I do.
We should just say you're on the internet every day on someone's channel.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it wouldn't be wrong.
No, you're right. It wouldn't be. As you saw, I play Negan Stormrider, the Goliath cleric, and I very rarely speak in anything but short, choppy utterances. And if you can tell me what character I'm embodying, bonus points to you.
Yeah.
I'm trying out the concept, and so far, I mean, nobody's dead, so I'm gonna keep playing this until
someone
dies.
Until one of you die.
Until Negan dies. I'm gonna keep playing Negan until Negan dies, and then I'll try to play something resembling a typical character.
And last but not least, actually certainly least, Mike.
Asshole?
Who are you, and where can people find you on the internets?
Hi, I'm Mike Rudder. I'm Spinkick X on Twitch. I'm the only fucker in this party that hasn't been hit yet. Since you want to play that game.
You are. Congratulations.
Now that I've said that.
Yeah, now that I know who to target next time.
It was what it was today. A few simple combats. A few people trying to run away like little bitches. Yeah, shit happens.
It does.
With him being strangled, we're gonna have to figure that one out. But we've got 2 weeks till then.
Yeah, we do.
Pre-warning, in 2 weeks I have to prep for inventory, so I may not be here on time that night. But I will figure something out.
So
and hopefully I'll be out in time.
So you'll come back to a dead character. Got it.
You're gonna kill me regardless, but that's not the point.
So
But if you must know, out of the hunters and out of everybody else in this group, I am the best in the world.
Anyway. However, guys, I am O'Day. I run this shit here on Caution Nerds. You can find me here on my own page on Mondays and Wednesdays. every once in a while other nights, usually either playing D&D late tonight or playing on the PS4, whatever random game I feel like playing. And you can find me Thursday on May Gaming playing an asshole, aka myself.
Confirmed.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys all enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time.
Oh, wait. There's one more thing, Ryan.
What?
Bethesda's on. Go watch that shit now.
Yes, if you guys are interested in anything gaming, go watch E3's Bethesda's shit, and it better be good shit.
You've missed nothing. It's been Elder Scrolls Legend.
Bye.